to the battle. Put our armor on, draw our swords. Let's run to the battle. Shout loud and glorify the Lord. Let's run to the battle. Put our armor on, draw our swords. Let's run to the battle. Shout loud and glorify the Lord. Come on, run. Let's run. Let's run. Run.
Hey, can I tell you a secret that will make your discipline interactions with your children so much easier and better? 8 words that will be a discipline game changer for you. Are you ready? See things through the eyes of your child. See things through the eyes of your child. You want to know who taught me this? My wife. Quick side note, I used to think I was a better parent because I was more willing to discipline. I found out my wife was an excellent parent in her own way because guess what? She knows how to connect. I tell men all the time, if you will become a student of your wife instead of her critic, you will be absolutely amazed at what you learn about family. I'm so glad that I learned from her about seeing things through the eyes of the child. Jesus talks about it too. Jesus and my wife, what a great combination. I love what Jesus says in Matthew 18, 3-4 in the Passion. He says, unless you dramatically change your way of thinking and become teachable and learn about heaven's kingdom realm with the wide-eyed wonder of a child, you will never be able to enter in. Whoever continually humbles himself to become like this gentle child is the greatest one in heaven's kingdom realm. Jesus, and my wife for that matter, wants us to think like a child. Here's how this applies to discipline. We see things from their perspective in order to change our perspective. When we are able to understand how they see a situation, it gives us lots of great ideas to get them to buy in to what we want from them. Okay, let me give you an example. So Charlie's 3 years old. He has figured out a way to stop up the sink and is now watching the water fill up the sink and then spill out onto the bathroom floor. Okay, the upstairs bathroom floor. To him, to little Charlie, he's just watching his first waterfall and is enjoying just studying the fabulous properties of water. So this mess he's creating and the water damage is not even in his brain. He is simply fascinated with water. In comes Dad, who proceeds to freak out on Charlie because he is a destructive child who doesn't care that he's making a mess. And Dad assigns all these motives, but really, is Charlie destructive? Or is he simply an adventurous kid who wants to explore life? And by the way, hey, what kind of kid do we want to raise? A kid who always follows the rules or a kid who wants to explore life? So we see the situation through the eyes of the 3-year-old and our perspective changes and our discipline changes. Now we get to teach him about the attributes of water and messes. Wow, look at all these towels it takes to clean up this mess. So wow, where did the water go? It goes out of the bathroom and downstairs, and it could hurt our walls and mess up our house. You don't want our walls to fall down, do you? And the water, yeah, it's fun to play with, but guess what? There are safe ways and places to play with water. We always play with water with an adult with us, and only in the bathtub, or shower, or swimming pool, or outside with a garden hose. Hey, son, I love for you to play with water. We're just going to do it the right way. So, in short, when we see things through the eyes of the child, we get to see their motivation, and when we see their motivation, we can discipline them in ways that motivate them. By the way, this works for kids at all ages. Teenagers certainly have motivations for why they do the absolutely dumbest things sometimes. Fear, peer pressure, curiosity, fun, acceptance, all of the above. If you can find out the why in them, though, then you can better figure out how to change that belief, which will in turn change the behavior. See things through the eyes of the child. These 8 words have saved me so much grief in parenting. The more I asked questions to find out their why, the better I was able to come up with discipline that really works. And here's a bonus. Sometimes as you find out the why, especially with older kids, you don't have to discipline at all. Why? Why would I ask that? Because as they tell you the why, they start to see why their why is not a great why. And then they change their mind on their own. No discipline needed. And guess what? I become the hero instead of the villain. Not all the time, but sometimes. Hey, dads, see things through the eyes of your children and see your discipline becomes so much more effective.
Run, run to the battle. Put your armor on, draw your sword. Let's run, run to the battle.